Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you on this Thursday morning. Sunny here, and we just want to bring to attention some things that are going on. First of all, tell us about your shirt.
Yeah, this is an early Father's Day gift, and I love it because I didn't realize I had a database of jokes, but it just fits. And Ezra actually has a coordinating T-shirt made, and what is his? Oh, his is like, my dad is so punny, and so on Father's Day we plan to rock coordinating T-shirts, and it's going to be great.
Do you have a couple jokes ready?
I should have. I really should have been. You know what? But I did not prepare any jokes, and I thought that as we were driving over here, I'm like, my son just got this like really funny joke book of all animal puns, and it's brilliant. Yeah. And I meant to bring it this morning and share some with you. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been, every now and then I'll be like, oh, I got to share that on the Father's Day, and then I forgot to write them down. And so
that's how I am with jokes.
Right.
And when I do tell dad jokes now, I do get the groan from my kids.
100%. 100%.
Are your kids old enough to start doing that too?
Oh yeah, in so many ways. Like sometimes I can hear the eyes rolling. Like it's so. I don't know if they just need some eye drops or what, but no, you hear it.
Yes. Oh, it's funny.
It's but undeterred.
Yeah.
Absolutely undeterred.
Oh, it's great.
So
yeah. I can't think of any dad jokes either. I'm so bad at remembering unless I have one in mind. But,
right.
But that does bring to mind Father's Day. We are.
I'll see if I can. You go on the announcements, and I'll see if I can find this one.
So for Father's Day, we've already recorded our service.
Yeah.
We are still having people join live to be together in the room. But just if you're thinking about whether to come or to have somebody over, you might want to have somebody over because it's just recorded anyways. We think it's a good service to
absolutely
to have you enjoy with us, but that's kind of the deal. So that's this Sunday morning. This Sunday morning also, these baby bottles are due. They want to collect them early next week. So this is the bottles that we're to fill with money. So if you've taken one and you've filled it with money, bring it back. If you haven't filled with money, quickly fill it with money and bring it back. And if you have a bunch of money you want to fill some with, bring it to the church and fill them, or go online and donate to that. But that's ending this week. So yeah, there you go. Did you find any yet?
Well, finding and finding appropriate ones are two different things.
One more thing while he's doing that.
For sure.
We have a baptism coming up. So the week after Father's Day is when we plan to do a baptism. So if you are interested, we need to know fairly soon if you're interested in being baptized, or if you know somebody that is, and because we need to talk with them, hear their story, make sure we're all set up. So really, we probably would need to know by
I think Sunday.
End of this week.
Sunday probably is Monday. Yeah. Monday we could make it work. If you get a hold of us then, but it's starting to push it. So Sunday or sooner, and we'd love to, because we part of the process for baptism, if you don't know, is you'd get together with one of us and a deacon, or the two of us, or a few deacons, something like that, and we want to go over your testimony with you and help you prepare for that. And it can that for most people I've met with for baptism, that sharing my testimony part of it is the most intimidating, and we want to make that. We don't want to make it easy, but we want to make it not stressful.
Yeah.
And because it's so important. That's really the heart of baptism, is you sharing and declaring your desire to follow Jesus. And so we're not about to remove your opportunity to publicly declare that you are following Jesus. And otherwise it's just going for a swim in a really awkward tank. And that's not what baptism is. And so we want to prepare you for that and help you with that. So we need a few days notice. So by Sunday would be great. and then you'll be lots of time to work and get you ready for the following Sunday. Yeah.
So, but we're excited about that.
Yeah.
And we also wanted to kind of just keep we've been talking about how have you seen God working. We want when you get together with people to be able to share how God's working in your life, to be thinking about it so you're aware. I'll go first, and if you have anything.
Sure.
Last night, I was tired. I sat down with my computer. I was just going to watch a video or something, and my computer would not load up. And so I started to get a little frustrated, but not too bad. I was just like, okay, what do we got to do? I ended up having to reboot or to reset it back to original settings, and that takes a long time. So since that wasn't going, I picked up a book that I've been wanting to read more of, and I just had a really good time reading and praying, and that wouldn't have happened if the computer wasn't working, right? So I feel like God was at work in that, just showing me that sometimes what I think I want isn't really what I really want. You know, we were talking about that the other day when you're preparing for something big, like, well, for a youth trip or for a kids' night or something. Sometimes you're just like, oh, so much work, and I don't know. I mean, why are we even doing it? And whatever, these thoughts go through your head. I know they did for me when I was planning youth trips. And then when you're there, you're just like, oh, I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad we're doing this. This is so meaningful and so whatever. It just helps me realize that, you know, sometimes when I'm wondering whether to get up and do something or say yes to something with somebody, when I don't really feel like it, it's almost always meaningful and valuable to me, let alone to whoever else is involved. So anyways, that's just one way I saw God work last night.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the things for me lately, most recently, has just been people's response to gathering on Sunday morning, right? Yeah. And I think sometimes it's easy to forget or lose sight of how significant that is. Yeah. And I feel like this is one way where, as a pastor, we can become disconnected from how people have experienced the pandemic, because we still go to an office almost every day, and you know, we'll meet with people for different things and that, and so we haven't necessarily had the same disconnection from church life because we're right in the middle of it, and that perspective is sometimes it's just different. And so seeing people come on a Sunday morning and just express how meaningful it was to be together as we worshiped, even though it's still different. Yeah. Right? It's not like it was, but it's still at least, hey, I see you, we're here, we're in this space, you know, and that togetherness has been meaningful. Yeah. Yeah. It really has. So not that we're just trying to continue to plug Sunday morning, but it really is meaningful and significant. And when you're comfortable, again, we don't want to push you to do anything you're not comfortable doing, but when you're comfortable with it, we encourage you. Church with other people is better. And so even whether that's inviting people into your home or joining us in the sanctuary on Sunday morning, both are good. Actually, on that note, I heard I got chatting on the weekend with someone who goes to a different church, and I just asked them, how's church been for you? Like, what's been your experience? What's your church doing? And what they shared was that their family has started a brunch and a service. So they invite a family over and have brunch together, and then they engage in the online service. And I thought, that is great. Way better than lunch. Like what have we been doing encouraging brunch. Lunch? Yeah. Brunch is so much better. So I would throw that out as another excellent option and a way to engage, maybe with other people and church at the same time. And so as just another idea to kind of put on the table there, brunch, and then
Yeah,
the service,
the service.
is pretty cool.
That
Pretty
is
cool idea.
really cool.
So,
Wow.
anyways, that's kind of some of the ways I've been seeing God at work. Is just
Mm-hmm.
in listening to people express their where they're
Yeah.
at and stuff.
Yeah, very cool. So we just want to encourage you to, keep watching for God at work, seeking Him, on our Sunday mornings together, but in your own time with the Lord. I mean, the Bible is needing to be read. Read it. Talk with God about what you're reading. Did you find a joke to share?
People are like, oh, I see he's smiling every now and then. So thanks to Dad Jokes on Twitter.
Okay.
Here we go. I tried to carry my oversized board game onto the plane, but I wasn't allowed. They said the risk was too big. Did you bring your little drum kit? Okay,
Yep.
we got another one here. What cheese is made backwards?
I don't know.
Eat 'em. That one's a thinker,
Eat them.
because it's EDAM or MADE.
M-A-D-E. Made. Okay, yeah.
Okay, good.
That is a groaner.
Okay, last one then. Whenever I go to funerals, I always say plethora. People tell me it means a lot to them.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Happy Father's Day,
Yes.
everyone. And may your jokes be funny and your family put up with you.
God bless you
Yeah.
this week. I was like, is there a cheese named Edam? Like,
Yeah, there is a cheese named Edam.
Okay.